Tom, be honest. How much time did you spend on social media today?
Oh no, don't make me say it out loud. Let's just say enough to make my screen time report deeply judgmental.
Same here. It's crazy, right? We open an app just to check one message, and suddenly it's been 40 minutes.
Exactly. Social media has become this invisible part of our day. It's where we talk, laugh, learn, and even argue. And that's what we're diving into today.
Welcome back to Easylish, the podcast where English feels real, human, and effortless. I'm Mia.
And I'm Tom. Today we're talking about social media, Sasha, or not just the platforms themselves, but the language, emotions, and culture around them.
Because let's be honest, social media has created a whole new world of English expressions. Words like scrolling, posting, tagging, DM, or even going viral didn't mean what they do now.
Right? And the way people talk online has totally changed how we speak in real life. Even phrases like, that's so relatable, or that post blew up come straight from the digital world.
So, whether you love social media or you're trying to use it less, it's a huge part of modern English. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how to talk about it naturally and maybe see it a little differently too.
All right, Mia, let's start with something simple. How would you describe your relationship with social media?
Complicated. It's like a friend I enjoy hanging out with but don't entirely trust.
I get that. It gives connection, entertainment, and learning, but also comparison, distraction, and pressure.
Exactly. And that mix of feelings is something we all share, no matter where we're from. Social media is global, but the way we talk about it is deeply personal.
So let's explore that. The language, the emotions, and the culture of being online. You know what's wild, Mia? If you listen to how people talk now, social media vocabulary is everywhere, even in conversations that have nothing to do with phones.
Totally. Like when someone says, that's trending right now, even if they're just talking about a new restaurant. Or, she ghosted me, which started as online slang but now applies to real life too.
Exactly. It's like the internet has leaked into our everyday speech.
And that's fascinating for language learners. Because when you hear phrases like, that post blew up or it went viral, you're not just learning words, you're learning a modern culture.
Let's break a few down. To go viral, what does it mean?
It means something spreads super fast online. A video, a meme, a tweet. If it goes viral, it gets shared everywhere in a short time.
Right. Like that cat video went viral overnight.
Another one is to post. Simple but essential. You can post a picture, post a comment, post a story. Basically, share something online.
Or to scroll. That endless finger motion we all know too well.
Yes, I was just scrolling through Instagram, or I scrolled for hours without realizing. It's the digital version of wandering aimlessly.
Then there's DM, short for direct message. It's a private chat, like, he DM'd me after I commented on his post.
And don't forget tag I tagged you in that photo, or don't forget to tag me when you post it. It means adding someone's name to a picture or comment so they're connected to it.
What I love about this kind of vocabulary is how visual it is. You can almost see the action posting, tagging, scrolling, liking.
True. And it's all action based, which makes it perfect for conversation practice. Even just saying, I liked your post or I shared it on my story, gives you real world English you'll actually use.
But there's also a deeper side, right? Because behind those words, there are emotions pride, jealousy, connection, anxiety.
Absolutely. Social media language isn't just about what we do online, It's about how we feel online, and that's what makes it so interesting to talk about. So, Tom, here's a question. Have you ever posted something online and then kept checking your phone to see how many likes it got?
Oh, definitely. That moment when you upload a photo and think, okay, I'm not obsessed, but maybe just one more refresh.
Exactly. That's what's so fascinating. We all know it's just numbers, but it feels personal. Every notification is like a tiny hit of validation.
It's wild how those little red hearts can affect our mood. You post something, and if people like it, you feel good. But if they don't, you start wondering, was it not interesting? Did I say something weird?
Right. And this is where social media becomes emotional vocabulary practice. We can use words like validation, approval, comparison, self esteem. For example, I felt good because my post got a lot of likes, or I felt disappointed when no one commented.
Yeah, those sentences are so simple, but they describe something very real. I felt proud. I felt left out. I felt connected. It's language through emotion.
And it's such a universal experience. Whether you're in Tokyo, Sao Paulo, or Madrid, that feeling of comparing yourself to someone's perfect vacation photos, it's the same everywhere.
Yeah, the classic, how is everyone else always on a beach?
Exactly. We see people's highlight reels and forget that everyone else has off days too.
That's where a useful phrase comes in. Social media isn't real life. It means what you see online is only a small, polished piece of the truth.
So you could say, I try to remind myself that social media isn't real life, or her pictures look perfect, but I know everyone has struggles.
It's a healthy reminder, and a great English expression to know.
And here's another one. To take a break from social media. People often say, I'm taking a break, or I'm logging off for a while. It means stepping away to recharge.
Which, honestly, we all should do sometimes. I've done that before. Deleted the apps for a week. At first, I kept reaching for my phone out of habit, but then it got peaceful.
Same here. The silence felt strange, but good. And when I came back, I felt more intentional about what I posted.
So, in English, you can say things like, I needed a digital detox, or I wanted to spend less time online.
Those are such powerful expressions, not just language, but lifestyle.
You know what's funny, Mia? For all the criticism social media gets, it's also one of the best things that's ever happened to language learning.
Completely agree. I mean, think about it. Before social media, if you wanted to practice English, you had to join a class or find a pen pal. Now, you can connect with native speakers anywhere in the world instantly.
Exactly. You can watch short videos, comment, read captions, chat in DMs. It's real, living English.
And it's natural English too, not textbook sentences. People online write how they actually talk. That's why social media is such a powerful learning tool.
Totally. Let's give some examples. You might see phrases like, can't wait for this, or that's so me, or literally dying of laughter. Those are all super common online, and they show how emotional and expressive English has become.
And even abbreviations LOL, OMG, BTW, IDK. They started online, but now you'll hear people say them out loud in conversation.
True, like LOL, that's hilarious. People actually say it now.
And when you're following English speaking creators, you don't just learn words, you learn tone, rhythm, humor, culture. You start to notice how jokes are made, how people comment politely or sarcastically.
Yeah, it's language and culture rolled into one.
I remember one of my students telling me she learned the word relatable from TikTok comments. She kept seeing, "This is so relatable," and finally realized it means something you emotionally connect to, like, "That's so me."
That's a perfect example. And it shows how English online isn't just slang, it's storytelling in micro form. Every post, every caption is a little story about someone's life or feeling.
Which makes it a great way to practice writing too. If you're learning English, try writing short posts about your day. Nothing fancy, just honest, like, "I had a crazy morning," or "Coffee saved me today."
Yes, and don't worry about grammar. The point is to communicate. Real English is full of fragments, humor, and emotion, and social media is the perfect place to experiment.
Plus, you'll start picking up idioms and expressions naturally. You'll see phrases like, "can't get over this," or "low key obsessed." And the more you read them, the more they sink in.
It's like living inside the language instead of studying it from the outside.
Exactly. And that's what Easylish is all about, learning through real life, not rules. So, we've talked about how social media connects us, but there's another side too, the part that makes us feel less connected sometimes.
Yeah, that strange feeling of being surrounded by people online but still lonely. It's like you're in a crowded room where everyone's talking, but no one's really listening.
Exactly. And that's a feeling worth naming in English. Words like disconnect, overwhelmed, isolated. You can say, "I feel disconnected even though I'm always online," or "social media makes me feel overwhelmed."
It's ironic, isn't it? We go online to connect, but sometimes we end up comparing, scrolling endlessly and feeling worse.
That's a good phrase. Endless scrolling. You could say, "I got stuck in endless scrolling last night." It's that moment when you want to stop, but your thumb just keeps moving.
Been there. It's almost hypnotic. You tell yourself, just one more video, and suddenly it's midnight.
That's why another phrase has become popular: doom scrolling.
Ah, yes, reading negative news or stressful posts for too long.
Exactly. You might hear someone say, "I need to stop doom scrolling before bed." It means you're stuck in bad news mode.
Social media gives us constant access to the world, but our brains weren't really built for that. Every story, every opinion, every image, it's too much sometimes.
So the language around it reflects that emotional overload. People say, "I feel burned out," or "I need to unplug for a while."
Unplug is such a good one. It literally means disconnecting from technology, but emotionally, it means taking a breath. Like, I'm going offline this weekend to unplug and recharge.
That's a great sentence for learners. It mixes vocabulary and emotion naturally, and it's something we all relate to.
I actually did that last month. I left my phone at home and went hiking for a day. At first, I felt weird, like I was missing a part of myself.
Oh, I know that feeling. It's like your brain keeps saying, "check your phone," even when it's not there.
Exactly, but then, after a while, it felt peaceful. I noticed the trees, the sound of my steps, the quiet.
That's the beauty of real life connection, the kind that doesn't need Wi Fi.
So, for English learners, these are great emotional expressions to remember. I felt disconnected. I needed a break. I wanted to recharge. They're not just words, they're how we talk about balance.
Balance. That's the perfect word. Social media isn't bad or good, it's just powerful. It depends on how we use it.
You know what keeps me hopeful about social media, Mia? When you see how it brings people together, total strangers from opposite sides of the world bonding over the same passion.
I love that too. There's something magical about how a single post, a video, or even a comment can make someone feel seen. Like, "Oh, someone else gets it? I'm not alone."
Right. And that's when social media becomes more than just scrolling. It becomes storytelling.
Exactly. People share their experiences, their art, their ideas, and sometimes even their pain. And somehow, someone on the other side of the planet reads it and says, "That's me too."
It's the power of shared language. And for English learners, that's priceless. You're not just studying English anymore, you're using it to connect.
I've seen learners comment on English speaking videos, join live chats, or even make their own short posts in English. And that's real communication. You're part of the global conversation.
And the best part? No one cares if your English is perfect. What matters is that you're expressing yourself.
Absolutely. A lot of people think they need to be fluent before they can start posting in English. But the truth is, fluency grows because you start posting.
Yeah, even writing one sentence a day, like today I learned a new word or I watched an English movie, helps you build confidence.
And it's not just practice, it's visibility. You start to see yourself as part of this bigger world of voices.
I once saw a post that said, social media gave me a voice when I didn't have one. That stuck with me.
That's powerful. Because for many people, especially language learners, speaking up online is the first step toward finding their voice in real life, too.
And it doesn't have to be deep or dramatic. Sharing your breakfast, your thoughts, your playlist, it's all language, it's all practice.
That's a great way to look at it. You don't have to create perfect content, just share real moments. That's what builds community.
So maybe instead of saying social media wastes my time, we can say it gives me chances to connect if I use it with purpose.
Yes, purpose. That's the difference between mindless scrolling and meaningful sharing.
And honestly, that's what English learning is about too. Not perfection, but purpose.
So, if we had to sum it all up, Tom, social media is like fire.
Fire, I like that. Explain.
Well, fire can keep you warm, cook your food, light the dark. But if you're not careful, it can also burn you.
That's a perfect metaphor. Social media can connect, inspire, and teach, or it can exhaust, distract, and hurt. It depends on how we use it.
Exactly. Which brings us to a phrase I love: mindful scrolling. It means being aware of what you're looking at and how it makes you feel.
Yeah, like instead of just saying, I spend too much time online, you can say, I want to be more mindful about my screen time. It's such a calm, balanced way to talk about it.
Right? We can use English to describe that balance too. Phrases like set boundaries, use with intention, or stay grounded. For example, I set boundaries with my phone, or I try to use social media with intention.
And maybe one of the most powerful ones, disconnect to reconnect. I love that. It means sometimes you need to step away from screens to reconnect with yourself or with people face to face.
That's beautiful. You could say, I disconnect to reconnect on weekends, or I put my phone away during dinner to be present.
That's actually something I've been trying. I turn off notifications when I'm out with friends. It's amazing how much deeper conversations feel when no one's checking their phone every 5 seconds.
It's like rediscovering silence and realizing it's not empty. It's full of space to think, listen, and be.
So maybe the real goal isn't to quit social media, but to own it, to use it on your terms, not let it use you.
Yes, use it as a bridge, not a wall.
That's so good. And for our listeners, here's a little Easylish challenge for you.
For the next week, notice how you talk about social media in English. Use the phrases we shared. I took a break. I felt connected. I posted about it. I'm unplugging tonight.
And if you're feeling brave, Write a short post in English about how social media affects you. Doesn't have to be perfect, just honest.
You might be surprised at how powerful it feels to express yourself that way.
Because language isn't just about grammar, it's about saying what's real.
Exactly. And that's what Easylish is all about. Real English for real life.
Thanks for spending time with us today.
Be kind online, take care of your mind, and remember, you're already part of a global conversation.
See you next time on Easylish.